So for the past few weeks, I've been contemplating whether or not to make this video, but I guess I am. So it's just so much to talk about, where do I start? Oh, and if you guys are wondering about the review of the budget MacBook, it's coming. I'm trying my best to finish it up this week because I'll be flying over to Korea next week, and I also have my IELTS and my driving test to be done. So there's a lot of things now, so I'm just trying to manage it out. This video isn't directly targeted at Asus, but more or less it's also about them, because this also affects their image and people don't really care whether their outlets are authorized or unauthorized. But as long as it's under Asus, I think Asus should really take this problem into account. So if you're a Malaysian or watching my video right now, hi, and if you so happen to live in Kuala Lumpur and one day you just thought to yourself that, oh, today seems like a good day to pick up an Asus laptop, and you go over to Mid Valley, and whoa, I'll just have to stop you right there, because I know there's only one Asus shop over there, but let's just say there are other better Asus outlets to go to. And because this outlet here has the Asus branding all over at each and every corner of it, nobody really is going to care whether it's under a dealership or not. So believe it or not, this model here is actually a replacement model. The very first time that I got in mine was in a rose gold color, and I really liked the color, but I didn't have a choice. So this is more of a space gray. So the very first time that I laid my hands on the rose gold ZenBook, I was really excited because look at the design. This is really it really looks very, very similar to the MacBook, and that's what I really like about it, the very thin form factor. But the build quality of it isn't really that great, because after using it for several hours, I just felt like something is off. It doesn't feel quite right, and I was right, because something was off at the bottom of the laptop. So whenever you just move a bit of the hinge, it makes like this very, very annoying springy noise. So I quickly took it back the next day as fast as I could, and this was also during my exam period, which is absolutely crazy. So I didn't want to like drag or anything, just to avoid any kind of excuse that they would give. And the first time they were kind enough, but I can see the look on their faces, but they were kind enough to replace a replacement laptop for me. So this was the new color that I've gotten, and this one here isn't all perfect as well. Actually, when I come to think about it, this one here is actually worse, because okay, so I think I'll just show you guys a quick short clip here, and so you guys will understand what I'm trying to say. Each time whenever I try to type on this laptop, there's definitely weight being exerted on this part of the keyboard, and whenever I put a little bit of force, it makes noise, which is how is this acceptable? What is a laptop for, right, if you can't type? And likewise, I quickly brought back this laptop to the outlet, and it was crazy because the next day was actually my exam, and I still brought the laptop back first. I don't know why, but whenever like things kind of break down, I just don't want it to drag for a long time, because in Malaysia people usually give pretty shitty excuses. So I just want to cut all of that and try to avoid whenever possible. And oh my god, this guy, absolutely unbelievable, not what I was expecting at all, gave me some stupid excuses, and also this very arrogant look of his. So I was really pissed, like on the spot, really pissed off. But I still kept my cool, okay? And what's worse is while he was observing or testing out like the issue that I told him, he left this really deep scratch mark right here, which is what? Okay, first of all, you're not replacing another one for me, and you left this scratch mark right here. I know 4,000 ringgit for an ultrabook isn't such a big deal in the laptop market, but 4,000 ringgit, man, it's, you know, this 4,000 ringgit to me means a lot. And when it comes to technologies, I try to get the best out of it. But having known that spending money on something that is broken and not up to expectation really hurts. So back to the stupid excuses that the supervisor gave. Supervisor, I would say, because I don't think he is in any way fit for this supervisor position. So he said something like, in a very sarcastic way, saying that,
I tell you, I'm the user of the MacBooks and the Ultrabooks, and I know how these things work. They are very normal, and so you just have to deal with it lah.
I was like, wait, hold on a second. You're comparing this here to a MacBook? A MacBook Air? Seriously? Do you know the build quality of this and a MacBook and the differences in terms of pricing? I mean, if you could just use a little bit, just a little tiny bit of your brain cells to think that the materials made out of a MacBook and this ZenBook right here is totally different, and the price range says it for itself. But even if this isn't comparable to a MacBook, I mean, such basic and normal situations such as typing shouldn't have a problem at all. Am I right? This is a laptop, a 4,000 ringgit laptop, and you're expecting me to deal with it just by letting it go? What? And what I hated the most is that he left me hanging and began to do his own thing as if I was never there. Is this how you're supposed to treat your customers? Wow, absolutely amazing, dude. Fine work right there. Okay, so I'm sorry if I got a little bit heated up, because every time when I think about it, it just really kills me. So, but I still say thank you and all. I don't want any because I'm not that guy to disrespect you or whatsoever. I'm there to just make things cool. But it just really angers me a lot. So if you guys are planning to purchase a laptop from Asus, maybe Mid-Valley in Kuala Lumpur might not be a good idea. So anyway, that is it for today's rant. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. I will try to make the review out for you as soon as possible. I know many of you are already asking for it, so I'm trying my best. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.